Welcome once again to the Rochester Museum and Science Center and to our little science elements. Oh, my name's Tim.
I'm Mark.
And today we're going to talk about the number one element in the universe, number one in our hearts, number one in the periodic table, and that is hydrogen. Hydrogen's number one element in the universe. It's number one in the periodic table because it's the lightest element in the periodic table. Means it's less dense than air. A lot of times you think of helium being it floats and it's lighter than air. It's just less dense than air. And hydrogen is even less dense than helium is. So it sits atop the helium. Also, the other thing about hydrogen, the boom, very flammable. So we thought we would show that today. And what we're going to do is we've got a couple of balloons. At home, you're probably thinking helium. In here, we're thinking hydrogen. Because the one balloon on this side, that red one, that's all pure hydrogen. And when you think about it, Mark, besides fuel, what does a fire need to burn?
Oxygen.
Exactly. And right now, that has no oxygen. So when you watch this one, watch, it goes pretty slowly, although you might think it's quick. You turn around, but you'll see the chemical reaction, you'll see the physical reaction as it starts to pull out and look for the oxygen. Now, I'm going to put on earplugs and my safety goggles. Mark has his on. You might want to turn down the volume if you're listening to it. And we're going to ask that we turn the lights down so it can be a little more visible. All right.
On the count of three?
So on the count of three.
Three,
two, one. Now, that was pretty good. It was pretty flammable. It made a good little boom. But if you notice it, it had that kind of nebula look to it, I always call it. It stretches out and it's looking for the oxygen. So that was pretty cool. But what we're going to do with this one over here, this one we'll switch with Mark.
Thank you.
This one, I added a generous jolt of oxygen to the balloon. So now the hydrogen doesn't have to look for the oxygen. It's right up against it. So the reaction is going to be a little quicker. When it's going to be a little quicker, it's going to maybe be a little louder. So you may want to turn it down again.
On the count of three.
Three, two, one. Well, that worked. As you can see, the balloon, much faster that reaction, and a lot louder, and it's pretty cool. They used hydrogen in the 1930s to actually fly blimps until they figured out that maybe not a great idea with it burning up, but it's still pretty cool. We couldn't do much without hydrogen on the periodic table, H2O and everything else. So we want to say thank you very much, and we'll see you next time around.
See ya.